So the caravan market is moving, but which way is it moving? We're going to find out. We're going to see what I'm up to. I might get in trouble for this. So sometimes we'll do a video and either in the comments or phone calls we'll get a bit of stick now and again, and I think that might be one of these videos. So we've always said that whether it was during COVID, after COVID, we've got to move with the times. And if things are slowing back down again, if prices are coming back down, we've got to move with it. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm repricing some of the caravans. Now, they're not going up. They are now starting to come down. A few months ago, we said there was a drop in the value, and we felt it was a little bit early, and I still think it was a little bit early. But now is the time, I believe. As we come to the end of the holidays now, we are just going to see that little bit of a slowdown and a drop off in prices. And now's the time to act. Let's not sit on our hands and be sat here in another month or so's time and going, oh, why is nothing selling now? Why? Let's act now. Let's try and reprice. Let's try and move with the times. Keep the ball rolling, because we've had a couple of cracking years, the busiest that it's ever been. There's a lot more people that are in the market, so let's keep it going. I think there's going to be a lot of people that have been away over the summer period and what have you that are going to be looking to change. So now is the time to entice that change. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look around at what you can now get for your money, now that I feel that prices have changed very, very slightly. So we've got the big Bessicar 835 2020, and this has only just come in at 31,995. This is, yeah, it's still a lot of money, but it's value for money. So these now sort of 50 odd grand, so 3 years old. You're saving a hell of a lot of money. So let's have a look at what we get for our £32,000. In all honesty, on a few of the vans, I've not sort of done a comparison on what's out there, but I believe that we're as cheap as there is, or value for money as there is. As I say, I'm trying to get ahead of the game a little bit and keep things moving, and I just feel that sort of the new market for the last, since probably March, April, has been slowing down, and we're going to get that knock on with the used market. So I think if we can keep prices as best as possible, then we've got the best chance to keep the ball rolling. In general, it always tends to slow down this time of year anyway, so we're just trying to see ahead of time a little bit and just keep in front of the market and just keep that ball rolling. So that was the Bessicar 835 2020. We've got the little Pursuit. Now I would have thought that this would have gone before. 11,995. This is just about to be reduced to 10,995. Nice little van again. Few more two berths again, just entering that market. We have found that the two berths have actually picked up a little bit this year, and I think it's just that we'd had a few more couples that are coming back into the market. So again, at 10,995, I think this is an absolute cracking value for money van. Another little starter one, 4,995, so a little 2004. Really nice little two berth, that one. The Seville. Now, we did a little short, a little TikTok and a little YouTube short on this one, and the reason was the bed in this. It's got a really good little bed to make up the bed, to just pull out the side compartments here. The front section, now we've got an option here to actually leave this as a bit of a seating area, or we can make it into a huge massive bed, because when this front section of the bed is made up and remove those cushions at the back, that is big enough to make as the double bed and leave it as a double bed. And then of a morning, we've got a nice little seating area. So if you're doing a lot more of the touring, sort of stopping in a place for 1 night, 2 nights, etc., it just saves having to make that bed up, and you've still got a little bit of seating area. Obviously, if you've got a little canopy or a little awning on the outside that you're putting up, you've still got seating outside, so works really, really well. Again, 10,995 this one, 2011. Again, I think that sort of shows real good value for money, and it sort of shows that prices are just coming down. Now, with prices moving slightly, we do get a bit of an issue, and that issue comes with part exchanges, because obviously if people have been, if they had a price 6 months ago, 12 months ago for their part exchange, there is going to be a difference. But whatever you're buying is going to have come down in price. So actually the price to change, and it's no different from when COVID started. If you'd already got a caravan, your price of your caravan went up. So in theory, the price to change would have been the same whether it was when the prices were high, but as the prices start to come back down again, the actual price to change should be the same. So a lot of the vans, as I say, this is 19,995 now, and I think that's incredible value, to be fair. 2018 Swift Challenger 580, and it's got the island bed. So nice seating to the front. We've got the fixed bed on the side that slides out so you can put it in and out during the day, and then we've got the nice big washroom at the back. So a good sized washroom, maybe just a bit. I think there's enough room to get changed in there, so you can shut the door across and actually use that as a proper changing room. A good sized kitchen, so we've got everything in there. We've got the electric ring, got the microwave, nice fridge freezer, and again that nice panoramic. And then in this you get the Aldi central heating, so that wet central heating. So again, I think for value for money, this is a cracking buy. I'd have said 6 months ago you were paying at least £1,000, £1,500 more for this. So it's just really just sort of trying to get things ready for probably more next year, but keeping that market moving now. Next up, we've got the Pegasus Grand Brindisi at 29,995. So this is the 8-foot Pegasus Grand model. To the back, similar sort of layout. So we've got the island bed and the washroom at the back, but at the front we get that nice big L shape, and again in the Baileys we get that nice big sunroof as well. So just a bit more of an open layout, again being the 8-foot wide. It is down this centre section of the van, a lot more room here, there's a lot more space in there. So and again it gives that a little bit more room around the bed. If you leave that bed out, you can actually leave it out because the van's 8-foot wide, and it still gives you room to walk around. And then we've got the nice separate shower and toilet at the back. So a cracking layout. Again, 21 grand, 20,995, 2019. It's got the motor mover on it as well. So I think again good value for money. Next up, I feel this is too cheap. 19,995 for the 2018 Bailey Unicorn Valencia. It seems very cheap. It seems too good to be true, but this is a cracking van for the money. Now the only problem that we get, as I say, is that people with the part exchange, obviously the part exchange values are coming down as well, and that's got to be expected. We're going to see we're another month away, the October NEC show. Obviously we've just come back from the Caravan Salon Dusseldorf, where we've been looking at the 2024 models. Not a huge amount of change, to be honest, not massive amounts of change from last year, and I think that's probably going to be across the UK market as well. I don't think we're going to see humongous changes, but I think what you might find is that there's going to be a little bit more of an eagerness to get the part exchanges and get the new models sold and get the new models ordered in. So if you're looking at a new caravan, a good place to start looking, and a good place to try and get a decent deal as well. As I say, 19,995 this 2018, and this sort of is probably the one for me that really shows that the market has moved, and it is moving slightly down. I I don't think we're going to see much more of a move in prices. I think we've just sort of tried to anticipate what the October guide value is going to do, which I think we're going to see another little bit of a drop in the prices. So we've just tried to forward see that, try and move our prices now, so that then if we can take part exchanges and we can buy new stock, we can just keep that ball rolling. As I say, we did it quite well during COVID with the prices going up. We cottoned on quite quickly that we had to move with the market. Everyone sort of thinks that, oh, you're making more profit now, you're making loads more money, but it's not. That actually all that is happening is we're giving more for the caravan when we buy it, so we have to sell it more. Again, vice versa now, we have to give less for the caravan, and it means that we can sell it for that little bit less. So the actual margin doesn't change, it doesn't make any difference, it's just us moving with the market. Motorhomes, slightly different. These have been holding really strong, and over at the Gailey site we've really sort of tried to do a few more of the motorhomes over there. And the motorhomes actually seem to have been non-stop. It doesn't seem to have slowed down on the motorhome market at all. Prices seem to be staying up there as high as ever. So whether or not sort of as we get into more of the winter months that changes, and again we'll do an update on that and we'll have a look at that, but at the moment on the motorhomes it's not really changed. It's just that we sort of feel now on the caravan side, I think we're going to start to see a bit of a slowdown. So it's just trying to keep that ball rolling, as I've said. Am I completely wrong? Let me know in the comments. What's your take on it? Have you been looking for a caravan? What have you found when you've been looking out there? And again, if you're looking to sell a caravan, have you struggled trying to sell it? Have you found that you've been offered less for it now? We've also got our little Facebook page, so if you head to the Caravan Place Facebook page, have a look through our listing and you'll find our little Facebook marketplace for selling and buying caravans, and you can put all things on there. It's completely free to list them on there, so if you want to head over there and you're trying to sell yours privately, have a look at that. It doesn't cost you a penny, and whether it's accessories, your actual caravan, your actual motorhome, you can advertise it for free. We've had a few people on there that have advertised stuff and they've sold and moved them already, so just trying to generate a bit more on that side as well. That is about it. I think on Sunday's video we're going to be looking at some tips. So we've got the tips coming back again. We've got a few different things to look at on the caravans. Today we're going to try and move the pitch around a little bit more. We've got a few more going out this weekend, so we've just got to get those ready to go, and then just a bit of a juggle around on the pitch. Thanks for watching. I'm Mark at the Caravan Place, and we'll see you next week.